All right, this is Bob G and Courtney Hansen reporting live from...
We're at Mcacn, and this is maybe my 10th year at Mcacn, outside of Chicago. This is a show that cannot be missed. The lineup of cars is unsurpassed
Absolutely,
by any other.
Best.
This is an incredible show, and it's so wonderful to see all of you, all of these lovely people, and just the most gorgeous cars and trucks that you can find in this world. And Violet is here with me this time. My dog Vi.
Vi is real cool right now. He's behaving.
Well, no, she
is behaving herself.
Vi is a star on Ride of Your Life, and she's here with us at Mcacn, and she's loving it. And you know, it's nice to get a little relief, to get some cold weather.
Absolutely.
I love it.
I love the snow too, but now the snow is melted.
I know. I was hoping to see snow. I'm from Minnesota, so I love the snow. And then I arrived, and I was like, oh, the snow is melted, but it's cool and fresh, and I love it. And it's so great to be back.
It's wonderful. How many cars do we have here now, Court?
Hundreds.
Hundreds of cars, maybe 550 or so, give or take.
I think there's almost 600 cars here at the Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals. And it's an honor to be back. I'm so grateful to be invited back year after year. And thank you all for coming to say hi. I want to hear what you're working on, what your projects are at home. And tell me your favorite moments of overhauling and Power Block and Ride of Your Life. We're now in season 2. Motor Trend is alive and well. Motor Trend is still a network, everybody, going very strong. And my show, Ride of Your Life, is in its 2nd season. We did a little sneak peek, and the whole season of 10 episodes will air starting in January. And we couldn't be more thrilled about it. Thank you for your support.
Very good. Bob G and Courtney Hansen reporting live
from Mcacn.
Mcacn, yay! All right.
Yes,
thank you.
I love it.
This is Bob G and
Joe Iverson,
Joe Iverson. Joe, where are we at right now?
Rosemont, Illinois, at the
Muscle Car Corvette Nationals.
Yes, sir.
This is a great show. And Joe, what kind of car you got here? You got a beautiful Chevy.
1956 Chevy Bel Air
That is awesome. And Joe, where did you pick it up at?
in Coal City, Illinois.
All right. Can you tell us about your car? What size engine and so on and so forth?
It's a 58 283 Corvette engine.
Excellent. And Joe, two-speed power slide as well?
Yep.
Power slide or power glide, right?
Yes, sir.
That is classic.
Yep.
Classic. And then, what do you think about the color combination here with
I like
this car?
it. I like it because it's one solid color, not two-tone.
Excellent.
And you're the one that talked me into this.
I talked you coming to the show, right?
Yes, sir.
And Joe, what about the story with the Chevelle? Remember, you were going to buy my Chevelle
Yes.
from me a long time ago?
Yes, we're working downtown Chicago, and you were going to trade me my Corvette for your Chevelle. And I was dumb enough not to do it.
Oh my goodness, Joe! I paid $10,008 for that Chevelle many years ago.
And I paid $50,000 for the Corvette. That's why I didn't do it.
That would have been a good deal now for you.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, Bob G and Joe Iverson signing off.
Bye-bye.
This is Bob G. reporting live Mcacn 2024. With me today I have Buick Bob. This guy is famous. And Bob, tell us about this wonderful car over here.
Yes, this car was a prototype for the 70 Grand Sports. It was made for the Chicago Auto Show. It has special glass. It has no tint in the glass. It was a prototype for the GS Grand Sport Extra GSX. And there was two of them made. The orange is a special color. It has a pure white interior, and the car when it came to the shows was pure white carpeting, but the carpeting had wore out. So
I can see that. It's beautiful.
It actually has special mats and everything else, all white.
So this is one of two. This is a very, very real vehicle then.
Right, and Buick Heritage Alliance has possession of the wheel and going to try to keep it going. So we, our Buick Heritage Group is all the historical society of Buick. They've got almost every paperwork that they have and everything. It's a special 501(c) donation. It's all done by donations.
This is totally excellent.
And they're keeping the history of Buick alive all through. So this is one of the cars in their collection.
That is wonderful. And Bob, how long have you been a member of the Buick Foundation of America?
I'm not a member of the Buick Heritage Group.
Okay.
I'm a Buick member, Buick board member, and I've been over 20 years in the Buick Club.
Excellent. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. One of two, a very rare car. And Bob G. and Buick Bob reporting live Mcacn 2024.
There's a road I'd like to tell you about. Lives in my hometown. Lakeshore Drive, the road is called, and it'll take you up or down. From rats on up to riches, 15 minutes you can fly. Pretty blue lights along the way help you right on by. And the blue lights shining with a heavenly grace help you right on by. Like it anywhere I found. Running south on Lakeshore Drive, getting into town, and just slipping on by on LSD, Friday night trouble bound. And it starts up north from Hollywood, water on the driving side. Concrete mountains rearing up, throwing shadows just about 5. Sometimes you can smell the green if your mind is feeling fine. There ain't no finer place to be than running Lakeshore Drive. And there's no peace of mind the place you see riding on Lakeshore Drive. Like it anywhere I found. We're running south on Lakeshore Drive, getting into town, just slipping on by on LSD, Friday night trouble bound. Friday night and you're looking clean, too early to start the rounds. A 10-minute ride from the Gold Coast back makes you show your pleasure bound. And it's 4 o'clock in the morning and all the people have gone away. Just you and your mind at Lakeshore Drive, and tomorrow is another day. And the sun shines fine in the morning time, tomorrow is another day. Shore Drive, heading into town. Just snaking on my own LSD, finding that trouble bound.
This is Bob G. This is Jordan reporting live Mcacn 2024. And Jordan, tell us about some of your wonderful cars here. I'm so intrigued about the LED8 Corvette doing 9.0s in a quarter.
Yeah, so we brought 6 cars here to the Mcacn Car Show. The first one that we're looking at is my dad's '69 Corvette. We race this car in the Fast Racing Series. So what that is factory appearing stock tire. The car looks 100% original. It's got original exhaust manifolds, original intake on it, original cylinder heads. This engine right here is 560 cubic inches, and this car just reset the record at a 901 at 151 mile an hour. We also race on the original bias ply style tires. They're not the original tires, they're reproduction from like Coker Tire or somebody. So it's a real Firestone wide oval. And we also brought a few tires to display what they look like before we put them on the back, and then after we put them on the back and burn them down, make them look like a slick basically, and then they start working pretty well. We do 60 foots and mid 130 range if it's on a good pass. Like this 901 pass was a 135 60 foot, so the cars get down and move pretty quick. All right, so the next car we brought, you guys saw my dad's Corvette. Now I'll show you my mom's Corvette. We do this as a family. So this is my mom's '69 Corvette. It's an L88 clone, just like the other car. This car has a 514 cubic inch big black Chevy in it, and she just went last month was our last race in Cecil County, and she just went 939 at 149 mile an hour. This car basically is the same as the black car I just showed you, besides the engine, a little bit smaller, short stroke, big bore. We spin this thing to like 8,200 RPMs, and really helps keep this thing hooked up by spinning the RPMs real high. She really hasn't, go ahead. She had to take a year off of racing, and she just got back in the car, so we really haven't unleashed it down low to make it 60 foot real good yet, but probably next year she'll be running just as fast as the other cars. All right, so this car is actually really special because going along with the family theme, this is my grandpa's '69 Z28. And not only is it a Z28, it is a original 3,800 mile car that has been hidden away in my grandpa's basement since 1980 when he bought it. Little story about the car, he tried to buy it in 1971, which was the last time the car was ever registered. Still got a 1971 Michigan plate on it. Original owner wouldn't sell it, but the car was sitting outside under a tree. It actually had a battery sitting on the fender, which is why the fender's kind of acid washed and got stains on the fender. But finally in 1980, he was able to purchase the car and basically shoved it in the corner of his garage, and then when he moved, he redid his basement and stuck this thing in his basement. And this weekend is the first time this car has ever been seen by the public. Multiple Camaro judges have been over here crawling all over it, talking about how nice it is. It's got a few things that aren't original. The car was drag raced back in '69 and '70, so some stuff was, replaced or broken. But it is a very clean, very original '69 Z28 that nobody has ever seen till this weekend. All right, so this car has not been around as long as the '69 Z28, but this car has been around the family since probably like 92, 93. It is a original paint 1968 RSSS 396, 375 horse Camaro. This car is kind of what started you can kind of say this car started the fast racing series. My dad ran this car at the Pure Stock Muscle Car Drags around 98, 99. But because this thing is so nice and so original, because it's only got 20,000 original miles, original paint, original number match engine, tranny, the whole nine. Because it's that nice of a car, he ended up parking this and building another 68 Camaro, which is what was the cheater car in the Pure Stock Drags, and that's what started the fast racing series, was the guys that were cheating in the Pure Stock Muscle Car Drag Race. But a little bit more about this thing. It is a 2-owner car. My dad bought it off the original owner. He's got all the paperwork for it, the window sticker. He's got the build sheet, Protecto plate, all that for it, so totally documented. Does have the Kragers put on it that were put on actually because he took the wheels off and put them on another car, the original wheels. But other than the Kragers, which I personally think actually look good on it, the car is 100% original. The gentleman that he bought this car from had a L88 motor in it back in the 70s. The car was street raced a bunch, and then we've actually got time slips from this thing from Osceola Dragway, which is our local drag strip that actually ended up getting shut down a couple years ago. But the car with the L88 engine went 1133 at 130 mile an hour back in like the mid 70s, which was super fast for back then. Guys, you might be thinking why we have a Pontiac Trans Am in with a bunch of our Corvettes and Camaros. Long story short, we bought this car at a salvage auction. The car was flooded in Hurricane Ian, and not only was it just flooded a little bit, this thing had water, salt water, from the ocean over the front fenders. I've got pictures of the car with a water line in the middle of the gauges, and we bought this car to restore, bring back to running and driving condition. It's original numbers match motor. It's got the original Turbo 400 tranny in it, and this thing just runs and drives great. When we got it back, we actually drained the water out of the engine. We drained the water out of the transmission, the rear end, and ended up putting a new set of spark plugs in it, a new wiring harness, and the thing fired up and ran perfect. And then we actually used this car, if you want to come around here to the back of it, we use this car to burn down and break our tires in on all of our race cars, which is why it's got like an inch of rubber on the quarter panel. So it doesn't just sit and look good. We actually put the thing to work, and it does a perfect job at doing what we needed to do, and that's break down our tires for our race cars. All right, so you guys have seen my mom's car and my dad's car, and I told you guys we do this as a family. So this is my 67 L88 clone. We actually bought this car with intentions to fully restore it. We bought it wrecked, needed a front end put on it, but what made it special was it was an original 427, 435 horse car, and we do know where the original engine is. We didn't get it with the car, but we do know where the engine is at. So we were planning on getting the original engine, putting the car back together original, and then we thought, well, why do that? Because then it's gonna just sit in the corner and never get driven. And we've got a few of those, as you have seen already, that just don't get driven. So made the plans to make it a race car. So this thing has a 560 cubic inch big block Chevy built by BES Racing, Turbo 400 tranny, has a 410 rear gear. And this car, up until the last event where my dad went 901, this car was the record holder in fast at a 910 at 138 mile an hour. We rebuilt the whole car, and we rebuilt the whole car in our shop in northern Indiana at Horsepower Depot. We put the front end on ourselves. My grandpa painted the car. I did all the fab work, built the roll cage. It was, I don't know if I would say it was fun, but it was kind of something to be able to take a hacksaw and cut through the floors of a real 435 horse car, because nobody ever does that nowadays. And not that it felt good, but it felt good to make it a race car and make it something legendary that people remember.
Great. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was a great interview. I just love those fast cars. This is Bob G. and
Jordan Pennington.
Signing off. Mcacn 2024. Take care now, ladies and gents.
speed your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea.